Director Lone Scherfig's latest movie, Their Finest, is a film that's all about cinema. The comedy drama starring Bill Nighy follows a British film crew's attempts to boost morale during World War II. And what better place to talk about a film about the film industry than at a film festival? Miranda Atty sat down with the Oscar-nominated director to discuss Berlin, Britain and Bill.
We're here at the Berlinale, and this is kind of a revisiting for you. I think you showed your debut film here 27 years ago. What's it like to be back and to be kind of on the other side of things and on a panel?
I just have so many good memories from this festival. It's meant so much early on when I first started making films that they were selected and presented here. And then when I did Italian for Beginners, which won, I think, 4 awards here. That gave me so much confidence in my voice as a film director, and also it meant that people suddenly read my scripts with a different mindset because they knew much more about where I was coming from and had much more an idea of how things would look on screen when they read it.
Tell us a bit more about Their Finest.
It's a romantic story, but it has a lot of comedy in it too, and it's about screenwriters during the London Blitz, where films were so important and where people met up in the cinemas and where some of the best films ever were made in England. So it's that little corner of the world at that time, but it's a great declaration of love for cinema.
And you're somewhat of a specialist in British films these days. We've had One Day, but this was your first time working with the British icon Bill Nighy. Can you tell us about that?
It's such a privilege. He has such a great sense of humor. He's so hardworking. He's always really well prepared. He's up for anything. I truly enjoyed working with him, and I think he's really wonderful in the film. It's both very funny, but there are also some very moving moments with his character. He plays a ham actor, like a fallen matinee star who's very full of himself. It's a film about films, and he's the actor in the story. So it's a double role. He plays the actor, but he also plays the part on screen, jovial Uncle Frank, which he does really well.
He is fantastic. And there's some other really great British actors that you've kind of worked with more than once, Sam Claflin, for example. What attracts you to British actors and British stories, and what do you think that is about that that's so special?
I really love working in England because you have the writers, you have the actors and you have the people, the crew who can work on very big films, but also on smaller films and get the best out of whatever genre you're in, because you also, at Pinewood Studios especially, work with really massive productions. And I love the architecture in England, the locations. But it's all about the scripts, and the reason why I've shot 4 films in England back to back has primarily because I love the stories.
You have a lot of experience in translating novels to the big screen. What's that like, and how do you manage to capture kind of the essence of the novel and turn it into something on film?
You have to like the novel so much that you feel that you are going to do justice to it. And the way you do that is to just make the best film you can. And it is, some things win from coming onto the screen, and of course some things are lost in translation. In the case of Their Finest, the book is much bigger than the film. So Gabby, the scriptwriter, has found the spine of it and created the story about Catherine, this young scriptwriter played by Gemma Arterton, and chosen her as the lead in the film. But because it takes place in the film business, and because you go to the cinema, it is extraordinary as a film, because the effect of almost as a film audience seeing yourself up on screen, and the mirroring of one audience to another, and the film within the film, is something that only film can do. So it does take it to a different level. But I do urge everyone who's seen the film and who has not read the book to go back and read it, because there's more. and lots of stuff that we couldn't pack into a film.